Alright. I think we are good now. Hello, folks. Had a little bit of a snafu with my server not wanting to launch for a second, so I had to take care of that. So I started a little bit later than I was wanting to. And then once I finally got in game, apparently something happened and my Flux network erased, so I had to go around and reset everything. So needless to say, everything is now fixed. The only thing that is not is I'm still working on building my money back up because of my earlier snafu, dumping it all into a quest. So needless to say, that was rather fun. So yeah, we are here again, back on MCE Eternal. This is episode 16. I am your host, Power Boss. Today we're going to go through a little bit of more astral sorcery. I am going to eventually change all three of these to crates instead of just regular chests. So yeah. So now my network is yellow versus what it was before. So today we're going to finally get into attunements and get ourselves an astral sorcery leveling system going. We have 3 in the sky that we have seen. Of course, it's raining right now, so you can't see it anyway. But yeah, we are moving forward and doing well. So we're going to take our handy dandy astral tome book and get started. Alright, so as far as the constellations that we found go, we have Visio, Avitas, and Amara. Amara is defense, Avitas is creation, and Visio is motion. So, which one do we want to go for? Well, I'm going to pick Visio. It's one of the simplest, it's one of the easiest. We don't want to take damage to have to level up Amara, and while this is kind of good, we're not exactly planting any crops, so we don't need to increase their bounty because we haven't made a field. So we're going to go with the simple Visio. So what do we have to do to get our attunement going? Well, we go over to our handy dandy tab. We've already made some star metal. My mouse isn't working for a moment. But we are going to make this attunement altar. As you can see, it takes 1 rock crystal, a couple star metal ingots, a couple aquamarines, Rune Marble, and another Spectral Relay. And then we have to build this structure. We were working on getting this ready to be built before. I also fixed my ME system auto crafting above. As you saw at the beginning of the stream, I was coming down. I changed the channel input on this final one to also insert from brown and to extract on brown. So all of these go, and then this one is the only one that's different, extract on red, to go back into insert on red on the interface and go back into your system. And then of course we have our buffer chest up here. I'm going to have to change this around a little bit because like these over here, it's not going to exactly pull out of here and return to my system when it does any of the patterns, which are creating the 3 pure crystals. So I'm going to put a chest right up here and put a small little Ender IO conduit to go into back up top, much like what's over here. I'm going to leave these 2 touching because as I found out, yeah, because I moved the ME interface up, these no longer connect with power from the system, and I got a few auto crafting patterns stuck and it wasn't working. I did get all this working. It is proper, it is pristine. I have 23 compressed diamonds and the bar is filled up to 3,000. I do believe it gets bigger when it reaches the next levels. We don't need the basic tier, but here we have the advanced and the elite tiers. And basically they use themselves to make themselves. So I did put the auto crafting patterns for the tier installers in here, I believe. So we need 2 osmium ingots, which we had downstairs in our other system. We have to make 2 advanced control circuits, which is just simply that. We also have a bunch of basic circuits downstairs as well. So if we look up circuits, as you can see, we have 60 of them right here. So we're going to just take those. Actually, we're also going to grab our osmium, at least some of it. We've got a bunch of it, so we'll just grab a stack for now. And we'll just throw both of these in here. We need 2 advanced control circuits that we're just going to toss right back on in. And we're needing a plank in the center, so let's go into our other system and grab a plank. Now I'm only going to do this for the first one for now. We can make more of them later. We can even set it to autocraft if we wanted to. And then what you do is you just put it onto your hotbar, select it, go up to the machine and right click it. And as you see, it changed from green to red. So now it is an advanced. And this is what it looks like as an advanced. Everything stays the same. You don't lose any of the inventory inside. And it can now hold more items. Instead of 3, it does 5. Once it gets to the elite, I believe it does like 7. 6 or 7. To make the elite, if we look, it takes the reinforced alloys, the elite control circuits, which are just made with advanced control circuits and more reinforced alloys. And if we look, we do have the elite control circuits here. And if we were to make these crafting patterns for these directly, which I very well might do, as a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and do that. All we need to do is supply planks, and this will autofill itself. Because all the other patterns are already in here. So we just go ahead and stick these into our handy dandy molecular assemblers. We'll just put them right here and here. And bam. And I do believe that you can jump tiers if we jump straight to the elite tier. So as we can see, we're missing planks. So we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves a stack of our planks. Just toss this on in here. And we're going to try the crafting pattern again for an elite. Just one for now. And you see all the patterns previously are in here. So we're just going to go ahead and start it. And if we watch, the green is what is currently crafting. The regular ones that have no border background are just the stored materials that we have plenty of what we need. And then as it crafts them, it goes tier by tier and makes them all. Upstairs, I did add a second CPU unit, and if we come up here, we can actually see our processing unit over there for the 4K unit is making the elite installer, and as it needs it, the second one is popping on and off for getting the compressed materials made to keep those machines filled. The only one that's not is going to be the diamond, because I need more diamonds. Now, there are diamond seeds, yes, but I am trying to legitimately abide by the rules, not challenges, unlockables. Waiting till we do the Mystical Agriculture chapter, because it's supposed to be locked, and you get it when you supply 80,000. So yeah, it says do all the Mystical Agriculture quests to unlock. It can be a team reward, so if you're playing on FTB utilities and you have teams enabled, somebody else can unlock it as well. But you have to pay 80,000 to get the seed. And if we go back into our JEI and we look it up, the seed recipe is here. It will be hidden normally, but technically we could craft this now. It just takes the Supremium Essence, which, you know, we got our Inferium going downstairs. We can auto-craft all of the essences that we need. And then we just need 4 diamonds, which you can buy from the shop as you need. And that'll be 2,000 coins. And it is much simpler to make it than it is to pay the 80,000 and buy it. But again, we need to complete all of the Mystical Agriculture chapter, which is which one? This one. We're only at 20% of it. We need to create these 6 furnaces down here. Like I said, the only one that is a little bit of a pain is the last one. Each one is upgraded into the next one, and they each have their own efficiency. And if you look at it, it says time in a bottle who. It takes another star, Supremium furnace, and blocks of Supremium, and wither skeleton skulls, which we have plenty of outside. And if not, we can always get more of them. But you'll get 300 coins and an unclaimed black market container for the reward. But while we're waiting on this process to auto-craft, something stopped. What broke? It is not crafting the reinforced alloys or the elite control circuits. Why? So our reinforced alloy from enriched alloys are here. Yeah, it's supposed to put the enriched alloys into the metallurgic infuser, or in this case the basic infusing factory. So why aren't they going? Yeah, enriched alloy. Oh wait, is that the wrong one? Oh, it goes in the diamond one. So this is in the wrong spot. And so are these. Well, at least this one is. So if we do this guy, yeah, that's the right one. I had those switched. But now we're getting the enriched alloys made. We don't want to do too many of them because, you know, again, low on diamond. But if we go back and look at our crafting status, now it's working. And it's completely done. So let's go ahead and grab out this one elite tier and see if we can just skip all the levels and go right to it. Nope, we have to make the advanced tiers. So we'll go ahead and make one so we can do that as well. Right here. And again, we can watch it craft. And we know it works because it went all the way up to the elite tier, so the advanced tier should be able to craft as well. And it's doing 8 of the enriched alloys first, Each one will create the advanced circuits, and then it will craft the advanced tier. And then what we're going to do is we're going to set it up to craft all of them. So if we go back, we can pull this guy out and use it. We're going to need one more elite, but we're also going to need 3 more advanced? 1, 2, and 3. Let's just do it on this one. Okay. And as you can see, it now has a bigger buffer down here of 7,000. And it's going to use up more redstone to get this going on. And as you can see, it's doing 4 at a time, because that's how many we have set in our configuration back here. It's to keep 4 in there at all times, and it'll stop when this hits 64. So we need 3 more advanced, and then 4 more elites. So we're going to go ahead and get our 3 more advanced, and these will just run through the process as they get them. And some of it doesn't have to actually craft, because remember we put in 60 of the basic circuits that we had crafted from before. And eventually we're going to have to make 5 more of each of these, but that can wait. But also in the process, I was making recipes at the end of last stream to make all of our marbles. And we couldn't do it because the auto crafting was taking so long. But we need 255 of the sooty marble. So let's go ahead and set this for 254 since we just pulled out the 1. Or no, I'm sorry. 224 is what we need. Now I'm confused. What is it? 225. So yeah, 224 more of the sooty marble. 220, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And the recipe now should be perfectly fine to go through. And as you can see, it is perfectly doing it. And as you see, the auto crafting recipe takes up a CPU. And then if we scroll down here, we got our 224 sooty marble. Okay. So what we can do next is go ahead and take out our chiseled marble. We can take out our marble arches, and our marble pillars, and our rune marble. And we can set all of those to craft. Oh, it doesn't look like I have the rune marble set up. Okay then, so let's get that going real quick. This can clear. If we go back to marble, go to rune marble, and it takes 1 chiseled and 2 regular marbles. And it makes 3 of them. So then we can go ahead and put this with the others somewhere down the list. We put them right there. Come on, place. Oh, wrong one, that's why. We need the pattern for it. So what do we need? We have the 4 runed. Or we have 3 rather, so we need to craft this once. And that'll get us 3 more rune marbles. Okay. Then we need 80 marble arches. So this one we need 80 of. We have 1, so we need 79. And we should have plenty of resources available to do it all. And it's just a matter of waiting until it crafts. Okay. Next, we need 12 pillars and 4 chiseled. So we need 4 chiseled, which we have. And then how many of the pillars did I say? Like 12, right? We'll just make 20. If we don't use them, we can put them back in there. Okay then. As you can see, our auto crafting is finished. We don't have anything processing. This is back up to 64, 64, 64. Excuse me. And that one will still be at 22. And then it'll need to get 4 more in here. Excuse me. But now we can go into our patterns, take out the 3. They do not stack, however, but you don't need them to because you're about to use them. So 1, 2, and 3. Now they are all advanced, and we need to make 4 more of the elites. And as you see, we have all the resources. It's waiting for a CPU available. And there we go. And mind you, once the pattern goes away from here, it will automatically switch to the next CPU if there's a crafting pattern still going on. So all you have to do also is click on this and it cycles through them. But it'll take a minute. Of course, every time something finishes, it goes back to the CPU 0, unfortunately. So you can't exactly stay on it if the auto crafting is going on. And again, if we go up here and look at the top side, you can see that it's got the one over here with 1K that is set to do the 524 bytes worth of crafting pattern for the elite installers, and then our CPU 0 is cycling through the auto crafting processes. And of course we can always fix this by removing this cable and then re-adding it, and it should change everything back. And then this would pretty much always go over there. But again, we can just sit here and watch it. But I'm not going to bore you to tears with this. We got what we needed. We got all of our marble, right? Yeah. So now we need to go outside and build our structure, and we can let that auto craft while we are away. You know what, I'm going to change this color. Let's make it purple. No, blue. No, I don't like that. Red, maybe? Yeah, that works better. Okay, then. We got something over here. We got creepers over that way as well. Okay, we'll just ignore them for now. Okay. Let's see. That looks like a Vorcio. No, that is not a Vorcio. That is something else. That, however, is a Vorcio. See if it'll let me do it. Come on, mouse, work with me here. I don't know if it's going to let me do it. Let's try this again. I think that one messed up. But I also don't think you can discover them if you don't have the constellation papers in your Astral Tome book. Yeah, it's not going to let me. Okay, so that's no biggie then. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our little handy dandy wooden hatchet and we're going to chop down all these trees over here, clear a nice little area for attunement, and get ready to build the altar for it. Okay. Okay. And without any logs, those will slowly disappear. And what we can start doing is clearing out and leveling this terrain so that way we can build our Attunement Platform. So how big does this need to be? Well, it needs to be 19 by 6 by 19. So it's pretty big. So we're going to build it one off of the wall. And we're just going to build it out this way. And if you look off in the distance, just above the tree line to my left, It's kind of hidden behind the tree right now, but you can see the constellation Visio in the night sky. So that's kind of cool. Once you discover them, they do start appearing like that. It does not, however, show you, of course, the ones that you have not discovered. It doesn't even show you the possibility of them being there. Alright. So how big is this platform now? So if we do it right here, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, so we got to go to here. So what we can do is we can take our dank null, make sure that we are set to dirt, and just make sure that we build it up nice and even. So it's all one level. And of course lag. Come on. Catch up, server. It's only been a half an hour. Come on. I have a feeling that the creeper on my mini-map there is going to bombard me and take a chunk out of my health, if not kill me. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, just VC from the game. Well, it didn't say that I died, so I might be safe. But can't say for what's going to happen when I log back in. Boy, everything on my computer right now is slowing to a crawl because of this client. Man. It's not even showing that I've disconnected yet. My server's running. Sorry about this, folks. This is usually why my streams take forever and a day. And I know it's supposed to be a newbie guide and helpful for people who want to learn about the different mods in the pack as I go over them. But at the same time, this just does not help. I'm just waiting for my client to catch up and show that I've disconnected so I can try to reconnect. And there it finally goes. At least I thought it was trying to go. 30 minutes into the stream. Gotta love it. Okay, it shows that it can be reconnected to. So let's try this again. I'm working on it, folks, I swear. I want to get this attunement going. I want to upgrade all 4 of those other machines to elites. And I want to see if I can possibly upgrade my dark steel armor to finally have enchantments. I want to get my Enchantment Factory rolling, so that way I can start collecting enchantment books, get some more storage in my ME drives. That looks like it's working. A little bit of stuttering, but not too bad. It's slowly fixing itself. Let's go ahead and grab ourselves some more of our handy dandy cheese. Okay, let's finish clearing this out. Now remember, this has to be 19 by 19 and 6 high. Come on. All right. Okay. Okay, so now we have to find out how many across it's going to be for 19. So, I said we're going to have it one off of this. So I think it's right here, because we don't care about this side, it's going to go all the way to the end. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And it's going to go right across the front of this. So from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. So all this is going to be our one big platform. Right up to there. And just because I don't want to deal with enemies right about now, let's go ahead and sleep. Okay then. Let's go ahead and finish clearing this all out. Okay then. And this on the back side is all filled in. And we can eventually take our scooperator and get that as well. So we got a nice big cleared out area here. So what we're going to do is put away our dank null, bring back out our Akashic Tome, go back to the page with the Attunement Altar, and look at the picture again. So it looks like the outside is the arched marble. Yeah, marble arches. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our arched marble and get the corners made. So if this is where it's going to start, even with this little line right here, goes like this, leaves a hole, comes in, and it's right like that. And if we look, you can see that there's a hole underneath, and it doesn't go on the inner corner. And we're going to do that to all four sides. So even with this, it's going to go in the corner, leave a space, and then come out two. Same thing with this back corner. And then this corner over here. Okay. Then we run the marble all the way along the edge, like so. and here. Whoops. That wasn't supposed to happen. Okay, we have 2 left over because we built extra. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to build up 1 and then change it for our Rune Marble. And then this one can go away. And we're going to do that on all 4 corners. Nope, not there. There. Now where did our other Rune Marble go? Did it just vanish because I had to break it? Ah. Looks like we're going to go need some more Rune Marble. So I'm going to put that there, and we've got extra marble pillars, so we can use this for the last one. So let's go ahead and get 2 more marble arches. Actually, better yet, we should have them in our dank null, shouldn't we? Just gotta find it. There we go, Rune Marble. And then again, we can just demolish the 2 sides. There we go. And if we go back to our astral tome, excuse me, as you can see, it has pillars times 2, and then a chiseled marble on the top. Yeah, there we go, pillars. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. And last but not least, 1 and 2. And then we take our chiseled marbles, put them on top of each. And of course, if you don't have a jetpack at this point, or slime boots, or an easy way of getting up top, then of course, you can build ladders and other things, or just build up bricks and do it other ways. That's 3 of them, and we'll need 1 more chiseled marble from our dank null. Just to place the last one. Then we can select our sooty marble, and we can just put all the rest of the sooty marble that we have in. We can even put in the rest of our pillars. Well, and I gotta turn this back on. Almost forgot about that. But now we can fill in the entire center of this. And this is where it gets tricky. And I'll show you why. Alright. So here's the tricky part. First, we have to make the altar that goes on top, the Attunement Altar itself, which, as we learned before, this is the pattern previously for it. But we only have one rock crystal left, right? So rather than having to go and hunt for more, what we're going to do is we're going to take a bucket, an empty one, and some aquamarines. And we have plenty. We're going to dig a hole, just any old hole, anywhere. We're going to grab our bucket and take out some of the liquid starlight and just fill it into the ground. Then we're just going to toss our rock crystal in. And if you have a magnet, turn it off. We'll turn it back on later. There we go. And later on we're going to set up this to get automation going. But while that is going, we're going to do two more things. First, we're going to see if we can make ourselves a black hole tank. It's pretty expensive any way you look at it. We'll try anyway. Machine case. That seems to be the easiest one to make. So we're going to need 2 Eyes of Ender. I'm running low on our Ender Pearls. And then we need 2 more buckets. So we're going to actually need our buckets back while we do this. And then we're going to get a servo, some fluid ducts. Now do note that this says will break if its contents are extremely hot or cold. And we're going to need a fluid tank. And as you can see, it wasted the starlight, but it's now a bigger size than what we had originally. So we're going to take our handy dandy bucket, and we're going to do it again, wasting the last of our starlight. Not wasting, but using. Okay, and while that's in there, we're going to break this, pick it up. We're going to put down our fluid tank first. On top of it, we're going to put our light well. And what we're going to do is we're going to set up the configuration for the top of it to pull from it. And then on the side, we're going to set it to push, and it's going to go into a black hole tank. Just right there. We do need a fluid duct. I don't know if this one will work, but we're going to try it. And then of course the servo to pull from it to go into the black hole tank. And then we just throw in another aquamarine. As you can see, it's working. And if we look at our black hole tank, it's slowly starting to fill up starlight. This is just an easy way of mass collecting it. Now, you don't necessarily need the fluid tank. You could probably just use the fluid ducts. This is more for aesthetics. But as you can see, we're waiting for it to fill up with more liquid starlight. And if we want to, we can create more of these light wells to speed up the process. So let's pick up our nice little handy dandy rock crystal for now. Max size is 400. So do note that once it consumes more starlight than 600, it does what's called a split. And you can basically duplicate rock crystals that way. There are, I believe, also rock crystal seeds. No. No, that's it. But again, we'll set this up for automation. It'll continually pump in aquamarines, and we can set it up for this little hole right here to check whether or not it is split or if it's growing. And then we can have a collection system, and we're going to use integrated dynamics for this. But that's a little bit advanced. We're not going to do that just quite yet. But as you see, we're almost at 1,000. Now do note also when it splits, the purity and the cutting are going to fluctuate as well. That will not change while the size still has to grow. But once we hit 1,000, we're going to go ahead and put ourselves our bucket. And continue on the process. And we'll do this a couple times, but we're also going to, at the same time, take one of them and start our crafting recipe to continue on with our Attunement Altar. But while we're waiting also, I'm going to make sure that this is all claimed, because you don't want that to go boom. And might as well claim back there too, because we're going to extend out that way eventually as well. So we're just waiting for the starlight to be consumed. In the meantime, the aquamarine is still filling up the liquid starlight. We know that one aquamarine gets about 1.5 buckets worth per crystal before it expires. And there you go. It consumed starlight. It did not split, however. Nope, that's not going to work. Now, if I'm also not mistaken, you don't need the fluid duct in the servo because the fluid tank from Ender.io will automatically deposit into the black hole tank. And what we're going to eventually do is extend this so that it pulls from more than one of these light wells, because we can put one on this side, and this side as well, and just have all 4 of them going at once. Okay, We got ourselves another bucket. And we're just watching for the split. Now, making the starlight can work both day and night. So we can go ahead and sleep through the night, and it doesn't matter. And you can also time in a bottle the light well and make it produce it faster. Oh, look, an Enderman. Don't see one of those too often in the overworld. Also don't know where he went, but okay. I don't want to mess with him right now. He can just do his own thing. Can I make another mob imprisonment tool? Nah, I need another gas tier. Okay. Okay, again, it didn't consume, or it didn't grow in size, it just kept the size of 400. So we're going to go ahead and speed this along with time in a bottle. You'll know the aquamarine is done because you'll hear a small glass shatter sound. Wow, that made almost 4 buckets worth. Nice. And it still hasn't shattered. And I don't know what that is on fire in the distance. I think it's a banshee. And I don't want it to come over here. Once we get this first crystal and we start growing our second one, we will go and make the pattern for the Attunement Altar itself and another Spectral Relay. Looks like there's a support creeper over here somewhere. Yeah. So this just takes a little bit of time to do. And again, our aquamarine is still generating our starlight for us, so our black hole tank is continually filling up. Yeah, that's definitely a banshee over there. As long as it stays over there, I don't care. It has not yet split, so we're just going to leave it in there and fill it up again. Let it keep going. thus we need 4 Rune Marble, a Spectral Relay, and there goes our Aquamarine. So we can go ahead and put another one in. And have it continually making more. There's a whole big long process about using integrated dynamics to set this up for automation. So it's going to take a while. I want to do it on camera, but I have a feeling I'm probably going to do it off camera only because excuse me, only because of the trial and error that goes into it. But once I get it all set up, fixed, and working, I will oh, come on. I will go over it on stream to show what I did. And for some reason my jetpack fuel is not refilling itself, and I have a feeling it's because of my whole Flux network screw up earlier. Oh, come on. Why are you giving me problems like this? And there I go, disconnecting from the server. Again. And I don't know why. Sorry about this, folks. I really don't know what is going on, why this is taking so long and giving me such problems tonight. And we're off to the races again. Hmm. Let's get a couple more buckets worth. Hmm. Still hasn't split. I mean, you know it's working because you see the particles. And this is literally all you have to do. And if we go back to our handy dandy book, it even shows us crystal growth. It says, upon immersing single rock crystals into the strange cold and ethereal liquid, some of it clings onto the crystal. Upon closer inspection, it almost seems like the liquid starlight solidified on the surface, though it quickly starts melting off again when removed. Undoing the temporarily added mass, leaving it in the liquid long enough, might permanently increase its size. If a crystal were to be made larger, perhaps multiple of some items could be crafted from one crystal. Crystals seem to have a maximum size, which we know is 400, they will grow to. You do wonder what would happen if a fully grown crystal was continuously submerged in liquid starlight, and what it would mean for its purity. Excuse me. So, we are just continually immersing it in starlight. And again, we're just going to time in a bottle to make sure our starlight stays there. And we've got 3 buckets worth so far still. Now the great thing about the black hole tank is it has a max int value. As you can see, it's 2.14 billion that it holds. And it's not like we're running low on aquamarines. We have the seeds growing some, so we can always make more if we absolutely need to. Did it finally break? Nope, it's still not split. And I think I just lagged out again. Yeah, it's not doing anything. Oh, there we go. It caught itself up. So if we take 64 chests, 12 lapis, and a booking quill and an enchanter, we can get ourselves, for 25 experience, a holding 4 enchantment. And of course, if we look, we can buy the level 2s and the level 1 from an arcane and sorcerer, or the enchanter can still make that one. So we can go into the shop and buy ourselves a level 2 right now. But our gold is precious, or coin is precious right now. We got 2,000, but we'll be able to do that later. But as you can see, I have about 100 experience on my bar. And my tome is pretty much full. So let's go ahead and see if we can put... Nope, that's maxed. It's still not growing. Maybe it has to be done at nighttime. I'll try this once more. If not, then we'll wait till nighttime to do it again. And while that's working on that last one, let's see if we can get ourselves a holding 4 enchantment. So we need to make chests, 64 of them. So let's get some planks going. We only got 22. So let's do our oak. Okay. And we need to take out some lapis. And then for holding, it has to be done in an enchanter. To make an enchanter, we need 2 diamonds, a book, and 4 dark steel ingots. Now, if I'm not mistaken, we don't have enough dark steel. Oh, yeah, we do. So we literally just are missing the diamonds. So let's go ahead and buy 2 more diamonds from the shop. And make ourselves an enchanter. And let's just plop it down right there. And we need a book and quill. There we go. Holding 4. And we have extra lapis as well. When we get more more chests made, we can also apply to our flux capacitor that's on us to have that enchanted with holding 4 as well, along with our flux magnet. And I think it even works with the reservoirs and our automatic torch as well, but I'm not sure. But now to apply the enchantment, let's see, can we just do this? No. You can do it in an anvil. And it costs 4, and it'll go up to 30,000. And then we can just put the rest of our experience into it. And look at that, all nice and tidy, and we're now at 23,000 of 30. So that works quite well. And it has not yet split. So I think it has to be done at night. If we get ourselves, excuse me, a grinder tool, this one, grind stone, excuse me, which takes 2 planks, 2 sticks, and a piece of marble pillar, or marble. We use the luminous crafting table, and we can make that. So we'll get out our handy dandy wand. We'll grab 2 sticks. Two planks. No, not that one. So we need to make some more oaks. Okay. And what was the last one? And do note that there are 3 different types. You want the one from Astral Sorcery. A piece of marble. So now that it's nighttime, we're going to toss that back in. Try that again. 2 sticks, 2 planks, and we'll have to go into our handy dandy dank null to pull out any piece of old marble. And you have to make sure that it's from actual sorcery. And as you see, the grindstone is there. And as you see, it's working. So what we're going to do is we're going to place down this grindstone just right here next to it. And after this consumes liquid starlight, sorry, fixing my headset. If it doesn't split, then we're going to grind it. Put it on and you just right click it a couple times. And you shift right click to take it out. Now if we look, the size has gone down, the cutting has gone up. If you do keep grinding it, it will destroy it. So just keep that in mind. You want to be careful about that. Oh, what the hell is that? It's a hunter. Okay, don't know where he came from, but alright. Let's see, now it is 95, so we're going to put it on and grind it once more. 100% cutting. So now we can throw that back in and fill it once more with starlight. And we still got about 5 buckets left for right now. And we know since we cut it to 100% and we made it almost next to nothing for its size, it has plenty to grow. Do note that when you make weapons out of this, because you can make swords and pickaxes and things out of the quartz materials, it's in the book, you can make it really, really strong, and it gets lower in size when you use it instead of durability damage. It basically is its durability. And if it gets broken, it does disappear, I think. Not sure, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Alright. The other thing that we're going to need also is another Spectral Relay. Which is this guy right here. If we have everything that we need for it, which we do not, we need another marble pillar or some sort of marble, which we have again in our dank null. And just take one out and use it. Okay, and we know that's not going to be anywhere near 100% or 400 in size. But while it's still nighttime, we can go ahead and make ourselves the Spectral Relay. That we're going to need for the crafting. Now the amount of starlight consumed does vary, and excuse me, I don't know what's with me tonight. Well, it always consumes 1,000 millibuckets of starlight, which is 1 bucket full. What I'm saying is, as it consumes it, the amount of size that it grows changes. It doesn't always get the same amount of size increase, which is where integrated dynamics really shines in making an auto-crafting method for this. Okay, let's pick it up. And if we look at it now, it's back up to 216. And we can just let it keep going. Oh, we got a midnight portal right there. How lovely. I was wondering what that red thing was. Guess I found out. And there's another one over in the distance in that direction. But as long as I'm up on this little pillar right here, he won't get to me. So that's good. There's like a cluster of them over that way. I don't know why my... Okay, there it goes. It wasn't activated. So apparently something reset that as well. Okay, we got our next consumption down here. It's back up to 280. But generally what's supposed to happen is it's supposed to take random amounts of the crystal at 400, and it's supposed to split them between the 2 crystals. Their cutting is going to go down a little bit, and their purity is going to go up a little bit. And then you just repeat the process with 2 of them. But of course you need more than 1 hole to do that. Let's see if we can make more light wells. We need the rock crystals first. So that's another reason why you can duplicate these rock crystals and do it. And this is the slow way. There is a faster way, but we don't have the research to do it yet. There's ritual acceleration, ritual pedestals. You can attune the crystals. There's the celestial altar, which takes a good bit, plus it takes a new structure. It's 11 by 5 by 11, but you can just expand this one right here, which is already a 9 by 9. But it's built similar to the big Attunement Altar over there. Okay, what's it at now? 320. So we're still going. And like I said, eventually I'm going to set this up for auto crafting, and we're going to get a whole buttload of the rock crystals in the process. And when you upgrade these to the celestial crystals, which if you notice in the book, when you go over a pattern with them, let's just say the Attunement Altar itself, or no, not the Attunement Altar. Let's say the pedestal. No. There was a pattern that I was just looking at that did it. What was it? Oh, the light well. Here we go. Rock crystals and celestial crystals. And you could also do it with attuned as well. Alright. It has not yet split, so we're going to do it again. I know it's a lengthy process to do it. Now, we do know that holding the resonating wand, that just over here on the other side of where my attunement altar is made, somewhere like right around here-ish, there are more rock crystals down if I were to dig. Also something I wanted to take a look at. Rotary condensator. So this device turns fluids into gas and gas back into fluids. If you look, it does hydrogen, oxygen, water vapor, chlorine, sulfur dioxide, sulfur trioxide, sulfuric acid, hydrogen chloride, ethylene, sodium, gaseous brine, deuterium, tritium, DT fuel, and lithium. And then of course it does it going back in the other direction. And it's basically everything that is a gas or liquid, it can go both ways. Alright, still no split. What is this thing at? Well, it's back up to 400. Now it doesn't say when it splits if it has to be day or night. I don't know if it has to be nighttime. I don't know if you can do it in the daytime or what. But we're going to attempt it one more time in the daytime because it is at max pure or max size and max cutting. So literally the only thing it can do is consume the starlight and split. And we need it to split. That was weird. Alright, as you can see, it finally split. Now we have 2 rock crystals. We have a size 101 with a purity of 69, excuse me, and cutting at 64. And then we have one that's a size of 49, purity of 72, and cutting of 55. So now we can go ahead and throw it in, get another one to grow. Now we can take this 49 one and go ahead and use it in our crafting. And since that one is already pretty close to being back at 400, it'll get to 400, we'll grind it down back into cutting at max, and we can just use this purity one of 72 for our crafting recipe that we need in our altar for our Attunement Altar. So we need 4 of the Rune Marble and 2 Star Metal Ingots. We have everything else, so we can start placing this in where it goes. We can go ahead and open up our handy dandy controller and grab 2 of our Star Metal Ingots. And put those where they go. And then we need the 4 Rune Marble to get the rest of it. And 2 Aquamarines at the top. Oh, it's already consumed it. How nice. And we have to go back into our handy dandy diagonal to grab 2 more of the Rune Marble. But we need 4. So what we're going to do is this instead. We're going to wait until this crystal grows, consuming the starlight in the process, so that way we can pick it up. Or you know what? We're just going to throw the next bucket onto it, and then we're going to go grab the Rune Marble out of our ME system up top. Okay. Let's go ahead and grab our marble. I don't know why night vision got disabled, but okay. Oh, probably because I took it off my head when I was checking why things weren't charging. Makes sense. Alright, so we need at least 4. Let's just craft 10. Come on. Come on. Don't do this to me now. I promise, folks, this is not normally how this goes. How is it already sunset? It was just daytime. I saw him. Trying to sneak up on me. Are there any other ones around? No? Good. Alright. Let's go ahead and put in our marble. As you can see, it gives us the pattern. And then we whack it with our handy dandy resonating rod. Gotta love these particle effects. And we now have our altar. And the hard part is trying to figure out exactly where the center of this big platform is. I'm just going to take a guess and put it right there. I'm going to put torches on these so it stops placing them. And I don't think it's going to. Okay then. So let's see, how many in is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So it has to be on the 7th or 8th one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's in the center this way. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, look at that. I think I got it perfectly dead on. So now what we do, we want Visio. So if we hold Visio in our hand, we can put it in our offhand. And if we turn off our night vision and turn off our automatic torch placer and pick those up, take note that it is not in the sky tonight. It happens rarely. It's one of the common ones, but if we look, it is not one of them. There's hardly anything in the sky tonight. But since we know that Amara is, I'm not going to do this, however. Hey, it's almost max size. That's good. But just to show you what it does, hang on. Need my handy dandy sextant. And I don't have enough to make it. But basically on this black sooty marble, it is supposed to show you particles of where to place the spectral relays. So just as an example, let's pick this guy up and pick this guy up. It's not showing me the particles. Do I have this built wrong? Is it because I put the torches? Oh, we're about to find out. Yep, that's no. That's not right. Do I not have it built correctly? Rune Marble, Chiseled Marble, Pillars, Arches, Sooty. And a hole underneath. So yeah, Rune, Chiseled, Arches with a gap underneath. No, that's correct. That's a little bit of a bummer. You're supposed to be able to see excuse me, blue particles where you have to put the relays on, and it has to be in the sky. So like for instance, if we look at the constellation of Amara, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points. Visio has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points. Avitas has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points. And it has to be, you know, that many in a specific pattern across the sooty marble. Why it's not working, I don't know. It should be working. Well, what we can work on next are some new facilities. We got the Enchantment Factory from Industrial Foregoing, the Enchantment Extractor, and the Enchantment Applicator, all from Industrial Foregoing. So if we take all three of those, I don't know about the auto enchantment table. Excuse me. And I don't know about the Ender Bookshelf either. There's the Unenchant Pylon, but that's a little expensive with a fire charge. The Enchanter adds enchantments using experience, fluid, and energy. That's pretty simple, and it just takes emerald and a regular enchantment table. But of course that takes diamonds. But the Enchantment Extractor The Enchantment Applicator and the Enchantment Factory takes 2 diamonds and everything that you see here. So we need to make 2 more anvils. And we have only the magma anvil, but we're just going to make 2 more because they're not that hard. 1 and 2. Okay. And we're going to need a machine case. Two iron gears. And there's our enchantment applicator. Okay, so let's see if we have 2,000 coins again. Almost. We can get 3 diamonds. We'll need 1 more as soon as we hit 500. So we're going to do the Enchantment Extractor next. Okay, so all we need for that is a gold gear, which is simple enough. And for the last one, we just need 1 more diamond. And let's do it this way. No, that's not working. So let's see, we got a reinforced servo and a regular item duct. So let's look up servos real quick. So we have a reinforced. To get a signalum, we need a signalum ingot. Do we have signalum? We do not. How do we make a signalum ingot? We need destabilized redstone, which is literally just putting redstone into our tinker's furnace. Molten copper. And molten silver. We can do it in an induction smelter, but that takes having it already. Ingot former from nuclear craft, and an alloy smelter. Copper, silver, and redstone. So let's grab that copper, silver, and redstone. There we go. That'll get us a couple signalum. Now let's see, under Intro to Science, where are these machines located at? Down here. No, maybe not. This is Tech Reborn stuff. Still need to make the igneous extruder so that all these start lighting up. Maybe it's under Advanced Sciences? We need to get 3 simple machine chassis. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Okay. Then, hey, obsidian water walking boots. We need to pick up our simple powered furnace and simple alloy smelter. I don't think we made a simple powered furnace though, but we can pick up this as soon as it finishes. We can do that. But these are from thermal expansion, whereas this is Ender IO. So let's just go ahead and make ourselves. Where is it? Simple powered furnace. What do we need? Stone bricks, furnace, some gears. So let's make it furnace. Some stone bricks. And some stone gears. And bingo. Simple powered furnace. Come on, 70% and going. I'm about to get a whole lot of turn-ins. This is so slow. Okay, there we go. And now we can go ahead and destroy it, pick it up. Wait, what? Oh, it's not going to let me. Because it's configured. Okay, so let's make another one. Nope, 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 nope. Need furnaces. Stone gears. And let's just make a whole stack of buckets. There we go. Now we can claim this. Haggler's Sign. Special blends, we need 6 industrial and 6 soul attuned. Industrial and soul. Let's see, what do we need to make those again? We need the organic brown. Why isn't it pulling anything? Oh, maybe those are what's already the result. Nope. To get the organic brown, we need alloy smelter with twigs and prunings and a slime ball. So slime, take out a stack, twigs, we only have 9. So grass, let's grab a couple stacks of these, try to get some more. See, now it's working, okay. Come on, mouse. It's not wanting to go up and down. There we go. Yet again, getting stopped by something lagging my system, which is already close to max as it is. What is it this time doing it? And I just got kicked out of the game yet again. I wish it would stop doing that. I really am sorry about this, folks. I am trying to keep it together. and get this done so that way I can showcase what I'm trying to do. Aside from that, my mouse doesn't want to work correctly tonight. The funniest thing about that message is it can't be forcibly removed by the host because the host is the same PC as the client. Gotta love bad programming and coding. And I'm not talking about the mods themselves, I'm talking about Minecraft in general. Mojang really needs to pick up the ball. I've been streaming for almost 2.5 hours now, and this is what, the 4th Disconnect This Game session? Come on, reconnect. There it goes. All right. So all we needed was the 2, I hope. Wizards are guaranteed to offer a new trade every time you trade with them. That's a nice charm. Don't need it right now, but that'll be good for later. Okay. Okay. And the other one is the industrial dye blend. We should have enough to make that. Yes. Okay, those can both go away, and these can go back into here. Slime balls can go away, don't need any more of that. The hell was that sound? Hey, it's a growth sprite from Primitive Mobs. And look, he had a sapling for me. How about that? And it looks like he was running around planting saplings too. Alright. So we got ourselves another quest done. Now it's in the wrong tab. Of course. Now we need to make ourselves a capacitor and 32 conduit binders. Conduit binders we have, because we made a bunch of those. So we just take out a stack of that. And let's see, do we have any capacitors? We'd have one, yes. Wonder Sap. Then we need 16 electrical steel, 8 energetic alloys, and 4 vibrant alloys. So let's just look up ingots, see what we have. We have 15 of the energetics, it looks like. Or excuse me, the electricals, rather. We need to make the vibrant. And we need to make one more electrical. So, come on. To make the electrical, we use our silicone and a steel. Silicone and steel. Okay, to make our vibrant, use an ender pearl and energetics. And how we make the energetics. Redstone, gold, and glowstone. So gold, I'll just use all 14 that we have here. Redstone. And glowstone. and ender pearls. I need 4. I'm running low on ender pearls. So we can stop these going now. We'll make our silicone and copper? No. Steel. No, wait, let's go here. This goes into the... Nope. Goes into this guy. No? Where's it going to? Induction smelter. Okay. Weird. And then our energetic. Unfortunately, folks, in order to fix this, I have to close and restart the entire browser or the game, so I am going to be calling it here soon. I'm just going to get these going. And then for the vibrant, I need my 4 ender pearls and 4 of the energetic alloys. These go right back into the alloy smelter. Get my 4. And I'll just leave the other sitting there so I can get the rest. Hopefully it's enough. How many do I need again? 8. So I have 10. I think I have enough. Then dark steel, I should be able to make those. I have the 4 pulsating. And if not, I only need to make 1 more. Solarium should be easy to make, and so should the dark steel. And it's just a matter of going through this whole conglomerate mess of a crafting stuff. But on a good note, if I do all of this, all of these down here, all of this up here, whenever this stops lagging, causing problems, this all opens up something else. Basic Smelting Factory. Advanced Smelting Factory, Elite Smelting Factory. And Ultimate Universal Cables, Elite Control Circuits, and Ultimate Control Circuits. So we just need to actually pull those out of our ME system. So let's go ahead and do that real quick while we're waiting. Plus, we should also have 500, so we can get our last diamond for now. Bingo. Copper can go away. Electrical steel can go away. Silver can go away. We'll come back to that. And that's almost at max purity, so that's quite nice. Can we make another flux point or plug? Well, we need a point. Wasting another ender pearl. Don't like it. Alright, so what we're going to do is start on the blank level. One up from here. Right on this floor right here. We are going to place down the Enchantment Factory, the Enchantment Applicator, and the Extractor. Now if you look, the Enchantment Factory will take any item as long as it has essence and power. Essence and power. And it will take up to 3 at a time and just give a random enchantment to whatever can possibly go on to it. The Enchantment Applicator will take power and essence and take an item and an enchantment and put it on that. And of course you can leave it in here and do up to 3 at a time. And you can also, leave a stack of books in and do multiple at a time. I'll show you in cases where that's actually helpful. And then the Enchantment Extractor does not need the essence. It just needs power and then some sort of enchanted item and books. And it'll take the enchantments off of the book, or excuse me, off of the item, put it onto a book, and leave you back the item. So first we need to get power to all of these machines. So let's go ahead and put ourselves, actually, let's raise all these machines up one. So we're going to put our flux plug right here on the bottom. disable the limit. Select our network. And then our factory. Our applicator. And then our extractor. So here's the tricky part. We need to get our essence, which we're actually making down in our mob farm, if you remember. And we need to bring it up here. So there's about 3 or 4 ways we can do this. Personally, don't tell me just disconnect it again. Yes, I think it just disconnected again. What we're going to do, which will be the last thing that we do, because I want to get this up and running real quick. Okay. So we're going to grab some power. So we want our Flux Ducts. That's item ducts. We don't want that. Do we have any ender? Conduits, rather. Only gas. But we should be able to make those. Wait, what? Conductive iron? We just made energetic alloys. Oh, they're not finished yet, that's why. Okay, so let's make our Flux Ducts. I'm just going to grab 2 simple redstone Flux Ducts. Okay, so we're going to put on either side. And now all these should have power. Yep, yep, and yep. Now only the left and the right, or excuse me, the left and the middle one require the essence. So what we're going to do first, we're going to put those extra ones away. So we're going to make a fluid dictionary. Just like we have out in the mob farm. As soon as it lets me. We should have some of these. We need iron gear. And should be any sort of glass. And then plastic. Are we out of plastic? We are. But luckily we can buy plastic in the shop, 2 at a time, so we only need 2. Wait, how much? 250, so we're just short. Not by much. We only need 50 coins. Eventually we're going to start producing this ourselves. we're going to try and get this Signalum servo. And there we go, we made 2 of them. Come on. So what we're going to do, put that away for now, keep that on us, and those. Let's take out our crescent hammer. And let's go ahead and take this off. We'll put the item ducts back on. As you can see, it's starting to pull out a little bit faster. And then we need to take our configurator, right? Nope, not our configurator. Come on, stop it. Our wrench. And just disconnect it from the top one. And if we look, it's starting to take a whole lot more cobblestone faster. Which is fine. I mean, how much cobblestone do we actually really need, right? And if we need to, we can always upgrade this to 1 higher. But now if we look, it's going up slightly faster. Still 1 at a time, but it'll do. And we can get ourselves our 2 plastic now. So this can go back up into our inventory. Let's bring this back down. And we were going to make the fluid dictionary. As soon as it stops lagging on us, of course. We had it in here. Okay. Now we're going to need our fluid ducts, 2 of them. And we're going to need probably an ender tank, or fluid tank. Same thing as before. Okay, so now we go back upstairs. And then right off to the side, we're going to have our fluid dictionary converter. Right next to it, we're going to have our tank. Actually, wait, I have that wrong. These are backwards. There we go. And then over the first 2 machines, We're going to put our connections. Then we have 22 cubes already in here, so that's fine. The rest of the fluid can go away. We can put our cheese back onto our bar. And then we just take this, make sure it's configured to output to the right, and drop in our experience. And it's going to take liquid experience and change it into liquid essence. That was not right. This is going to be liquid XP. No, it's going to stay essence of knowledge into. Essence. So basically what I'm doing is I'm right-clicking to get the essence out of the fluid dictionary converter. And then just dropping it into the bucket slot to put it into the tank here. And it has to be essence of knowledge. And then it has to be essence. And then we're going to change this to liquid XP to knowledge. And we just drop it back in. And it only does it in amounts of 100 at a time. And there we go. Now, not only did you learn how to use a dropper today, but we can grab our servos back. And we can just use a regular servo, but since we have this one, might as well. I'm going to put that onto our bar and use that one directly right there. And as you can see, it flowed in. It's got a little bit into each. They're powered. Everything's working. So what we're going to do is we're going to go grab a whole stack from our outside mob farm, which I'm sure has stopped working since long ago at this point. And we're going to take all 128 of our experience essence and go drop it into our fluid dictionary, or not our fluid dictionary, the fluid tank. As soon as it lets me continue to move. And eventually I'll probably put like fluid lasers on the outside. Excuse me. Fluid lasers on the outside, so that way we can just relay this all up. And I'll put a fluid laser probably on the bottom side, or maybe on the left, and it'll go directly into this then. But you know, if we look, it's getting, you know, fluid at a time, and these tanks are slowly filling up. And I know it's the slow way of doing things. Yes, we could probably technically speed it up with time in a bottle, but we don't need to. Okay. The last thing we're going to need are books. We currently have 19 right here. And of course, it's not hard to make them with paper and string. So let's take half a stack. And as you can see, it just gets random enchantments put onto it. And you don't have to do it with books, you can do it directly with the items. So like if I were to take my pickaxe, it won't go in, because Tinker's works on different rules. And I can still take these 3 books and probably put them onto now watch. See how this has 2 on it? Now I have 1 of each. Recall and Loyalty 3. This one has Knockback 2 and Sharpness 3. Knockback 2, Sharpness 3. It separates them. So now if we go into our inventory system, and just stick all those books in, we can look for things that have, you know, 2 enchantments in the books. Like this one. Okay. Or we can do our Enchanted Items, which we can start getting rid of these now. We've got Fortune 2 and Unbreaking 3. Experience Boost 3. Soulbound 3 and Experience Boost 3. Steel. You can also just do swords. You have a wooden sword and a thief's sword, looting 3. Beautiful. Picks. We have 3 of them. And we can do axes. We can do shovels. Hey, we've got 4 more. Okay. What else can we... Oh, the helmets. Got 1 right there. Aqua Affinity and Depth Strider 1. Armor. And all we have is the horse armor. Legs. Okay, and boots. I know we have a few boots. Okay then. I'm sure if we were to search through this, we would find other things that have enchantments on it as well. But again, all we do, go in here, we load up our regular plain old books, and we just throw in items. And we wait. And do note that if it still has an enchantment, it's going to stay over here until they're all pulled off onto books. So you literally just have to wait. Like this one, see it pulled off the first one, then it pulled off the second one. And of course the books themselves stack. If they're the same enchantment, of course. Okay. Oh, come on. It just disconnected me again. If it did, then I am going to call it a night because it's better than trying to deal with the start and stop of everything. Oh, okay, that works. Caught up. But now things that you have the enchantments taken off, you can stick back into your storage. We'll sift through them later. And let's make some more books. thought there was other ways to make books. Do I not have any string? Really? Oh, I have plenty of industrial hemp. Come on, I'm trying to do this, people. Well, at least paper's easy to make. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a night, people, because this is just getting ridiculous now. But what I wanted to show you, I wanted to see if I have any feather. So I want to take some of these out right now. What's insight do? Increase experience gain when using the item. XP boost. Mobs will drop more XP when killed, but it goes on a tool. So there's that one. Soulbound 3, however, can go on anything. So I'm going to take those two out. Loyalty, try it returns after being thrown. Eternal Compass, it's Bibliocraft. Power 1 is for bows, protection, reading, and recall. So we can separate those out. Come on. Smashing is for pickaxe. Looting is for a weapon. Speed boost. Flame, recall, knockback. Efficiency for Depth Strider. And Depth Strider 3. So we can get rid of Depth Strider 1. Aqua Affinity for a helmet. Come on. Don't need cook 2. Fortune, lightweight. Respiration. Unbreaking. Tombstone, soulbound. Fishing rod, speed boost 2, sonic boom, unbreaking 2, we could possibly use that. Smelting, vanishing, debilitating. Sag charge, bone rebring, depth strider 2, and disorient. And it's only for boots. So, here's what I want to do. I want to take out my chest piece and my boots. And in the factory over here, I'm just going to pop them both in. You got lightweight 3 and tombstone soulbound, so that's pretty nice. Now, I don't have enough fluid essence to get that with another one yet. So for the moment, we're just going to pull both of these off. Okay. Let's see if we can grab a couple more essence from outside to fill both of those up and have it backlogged a little bit. Come on, stop it. Monster jerky. It's not very healthy, but okay. We got more than enough essence in here to keep this going for a good while. If only this would keep working. I think 512 will do it for now. So we're trying to get a few specific enchantments for the moment. One is Featherfall 3. And we're going to speed this guy along this time. Okay. So now if we look at our fluid dictionary converter, it is pretty much full. And it's going to start backing up pretty soon. Those are both full. That stopped, and that's about finished as well. So now our boots got their enchantment. They got shock protection 4 and lightweight 3. So it's not what we want. And then we can throw in our chest piece again. Protection 4, lightweight 3. Okay, and we just got to take them off. And do it again. Protection 3, lightweight 3. And then this has Frostwalker 2, Soulbound 3, Magic Protection 4. So those are pretty good ones. Come on, stop it. Alright. We also want to take off our helmet and our pants. You can do it with all 4 items. Now we take all 4 items out. But basically, I'm going to work on this. I'm going to do it a bit, and I'm going to end the stream here. And when I come back next time, I will show all the enchantments that I got on them. So for now, have a nice night, and take care, everybody. See you next stream.